Making money in this game can be kind of hard, but when you got a friend like me, it doesn't have to be so bad. Starting in Varrock here, we're going to move all around Gilnor, and I'm going to show you the top 20 shops that I personally have bought from in the past and made a profit. But you're going to want to stick around till the end and consider subscribing because I have a bonus one at the end. First stop on the shop buying tour is the Varrock General Store, where chisels and hammers are 1 GP a pop. So you know the deal here. World hop, get a full inventory. In 3 or 4 world hops, you're going to have a full inventory, just like me. Started with 1 mil GP, just for simplicity's sake. We have 1,002,786. So 1 inventory nets you that much extra. And again, the bank is just an extremely short run. Right over here. Easy peasy, right? Our second stop here in Varrock is very much the same, but we are dealing in clothes. Pink skirts and red capes to be specific. Both sell for 2 GP a pop, and you can make upwards of 100 GP or more per item. And upon getting that full inventory, you guys, that is going to net us 3.1k in profits. And like I said, it is even closer to the bank than the general store. One of my favorite shop buying methods is the ones where you don't even have to bank. The Sawmill people tend to buy the steel nails and iron nails. Here are bronzes 2, irons 5, and the steel nails are 3. And bronze don't really sell, but the iron and steel definitely do. You don't have to move for this, but you do have to compete for bots. Hopping around to a few worlds though, it is best to do this shop buying technique right after a fresh maintenance and there's a full stock, because even on the total level worlds, people are still doing this as a moneymaker. The fact that these are in so much demand truly is a testament to how good of a moneymaker this can be. I hopped 3 or 4 worlds, made 3.7k. If these were a full stock of 500, I believe they stocked at 500, huge profits. Huge profits. Now, you know general stores carry hammers, chisels, buckets, cake tins, but what if I told you there's some general stores in this game that carry a little something extra? And the easiest way to get to our next one is using a fishing trawler telly. We love the minigame teleports. A really convenient thing about Port Khazard is there's a freaking bank chest, mostly for fishing trawler, but also we're gonna use it and abuse it to use the shopkeeper. He sells rope and pots of flour, both kind of cheap. How much is the rope going for? That's decent, but what we're really after here is the flour. Do our little shift left click swap and literally 1 full inventory per world. This is also gonna net you 3,200 per inventory, which you can use these to turn into pastry dough, pizza bases, or just sell as is, because that's pretty good. The only thing holding you back is world hopping, and that's pretty easy too. Our next stop on the shop buying tour is going to require you to be able to get to Shilo Village. I love using this cart shortcut, let me tell you. Now, I know, this is like your 3rd general store. They're all the same, right? No, because I have another tip for this. Some of the items here are extremely heavy. We can go for bronze bars, but honestly, I love to go for the charcoal, the papyrus, and machetes. And those can be pretty heavy, even with the bank so close. You're going to want either a couple stamina potions, put on your graceful if you've got it, but if not, that's okay. Walking will get you there eventually, right? With prices tending to fluctuate, it's awesome that there's several items you can get from this shop. The papyrus costs 15, charcoal 67, the machete is 60, and they sell for right now 624, 358, and 255. I will say machetes are the heaviest, so let's just go for some papyrus. A full inventory of that. Net us 10 freaking K. Just to let you know, sometimes the machetes are the very best deal by a large margin. I do love a shop though where you don't have to world hop every single time you buy from it. And on the charcoal, we made a cool 7.7K. So it was 17K we just made in a minute. We're going to go down through the trapdoor to the Rogue's Den, where we will find our very last general store. I guess you could classify it as a general store. We're talking to Martin Thwain over here. Thwain. Sells a lot of rope, but I'm pretty sure he's the only place you can buy these lockpicks. We are looking at the rope, lockpick, stethoscope, the chisel, and the knife, all extremely cheap. And even now, during this recording, I could have swore you could sell the stethoscope, but we learn something new every day here on the channel. Now you know too. Rope sells pretty good. Lockpick to be sold for 20 GP, going for 358. Love it. Chisel, knife, pretty good. So this is another one of those shops where you don't have to world hop every single time. And again, that is so nice. Let's take out the games necklace. We made 5K right there. And our boy Emerald over here, not only is he a goat, he's also our bank. An inventory of those chisels, 2350 GP. 2 more K with a full inventory of the knives. Shanty is the man, the myth, the legend for everything desert that you could possibly want. But he also has these bronze bars here, which when we look at them, 8 coins, selling for 312. That's definitely going to be a buy that you want, but not just that. The desert clothes, very cheap. You can go after whichever piece you feel is the most in demand or buy some of all three because they're super cheap. But today, the desert shirt being sold for 40 coins, selling for over 600. That is what I'm going to get. And some of these bars. And it could be a little aggravating because you'd have to world hop, but if you're shop buying, is that really something you care about? Because that's the beauty of Runescape, baby. If you want to make money this way, can't nobody tell you you're playing the game wrong, because fuck them, that's why. 4K off of that mixed inventory of bars. Obviously, if you just want the bars, you're going to spend more time world hopping. That's why I integrated the desert clothes in, because it's slightly more efficient. Using a handy dandy Camelot teleport, we're going to come right down here. And this shop is pretty underrated, if you ask me. I did a video on it in the beginning of the channel, but our candle shop boy here, let's check this out, shall we? Value and examine. Buy for 3 coins, selling for 175. Now, when I first did a video on this, they were selling for like 300 GP a pop. It was insane the amount of money I could make off of this. I gotta say that this method is not botted, and candles are in a decent demand because people that don't do Wintertod always need a light source. 4.6K off the inventory, and our bank is right next door. A hop, skip, and a jump to the other side of town, and we are at Harry's fishing shop, where the item in question are big fishing nets. Yes, you can only buy them in quantities of 5, but they sell, or you buy them for 20, and they sell for 562 right now. I've sold these for upwards of 800 GP a pop. No kidding. These are in pretty good demand, and I have yet to discover why. Depending on your world hopping speed, you can get a full inventory of these big fishing nets in about a minute or less, and that's 14k in a minute. Super awesome. With a hop, skip, and a jump of our skills necklace, we are here at the Farming Guild, looking at Alana's farming shop. Rakes, seed dibbers, secateurs, however you say that, the pruners, shovels, and gardening trowels are all extremely cheap here. Although they are in low quantities, if you buy a few of each, you can wipe out the shop and then just hop. I love how that rhymed. Yeah, well, oh, everything comes back very, very fast. I forgot just how fast it was. Now, I do have this skills necklace, but let's just take that out. 6.2k, just like that. And like I said, everything is coming back super quick. Now, you do need to have the quest Priest in Peril done. So, yeah. It's not too hard though, and Canifis is very close by, as you can see. First order of business though is going to be the food shop. We're going to trade Rufus, and he does sell a single shark, but that's not quite why we're here. We're going to just take the value of all the meats. 1 coin, we love that. And the shark, 221. 78 for the raw beef, 73 for the raw chicken, 126 for the raw rat meat, and 332 for the raw bear meat. The bear meat and the rat meat are honestly what I want, because you need those for the druidic ritual quest. And I can confirm that these are not botted. We're just going to buy the bear meat and fill our inventory. Again, bank super close. Meat slightly heavy. Check our inventory, 7.3k in 2 world hops. The second stop in Canifis is Barker's Haberdashery, the clothing store. We're looking at capes right now, but he's got a whole lot going on. Red capes sell for 163, black for 244. Blue for 185, yellow for 231, and the green is going for 700. As with most things, I want to say fashion, especially, pretty volatile in the market. Out of all that, I'm only going to get the green capes right now. What is this gray stuff looking like? Okay, every other piece of clothing will be 650 coins. That's selling for 850. Oh, 28.15 for the gray top. 190 for the skirt. Skirts tend to not be that popular. Ooh, the hat going for 4k. Again, all of this sounds and looks really good, but you do need to check the live wiki prices, because sometimes this stuff is not up to date. And you can't blame me, because you're being warned. Sometimes it's not up to date. Please do your own math. But you can make a tidy little profit here. Let's get some of these gray robes. Get another one of these green capes. Ooh, and then teal. Teal is a very not common color here in old school RuneScape. And I don't mean to harp on this for so long, but I'm really trying to get the most out of this. We're almost done. Purple gloves. Okay, we'll get some purple gloves. Red boots. Just, just fill up the inventory. And what is our final check for the inventory? 8.6k, almost 8.7. And again, you can buy a bunch of this stuff and just hold on to it. until it gets to the price you want, or long sell it and let it sit in the GE for the price you want. But as long as you can make double your money, I would say clothing, very good investment. The next latest and greatest shop buy is here at the Gnome Tree Stronghold. I used to get it confused and think it was the village, but no, this is the Stronghold. We're gonna go all the way up here and trade Hudo. And he's got a ton of stuff here, but there's only a couple things we want to pay attention to. Don't get sidetracked. For this shop, instead of having to fight with a bunch of bots at the trader crew member, the charter ship people for pineapples, you know, because bots farm the crap out of these. You can just come here and get them. And same thing with the pots of flour. If you ever run into bots at the Port Khazard place, you can get it here too. Now our inventory is not full. You can world hop, but I like a full inventory. So the thing we're gonna go for is probably oranges. Yep. And you could make this even better by bringing some baskets if you just wanted to do oranges. $4.3K off of that. Bank is super duper close, so that's also very good. Check the prices for your cabbages, potatoes, and onions, because you could bring sacks to that vendor and fill up a bunch of sacks with it, and that's another way you could use that shop that I just now thought of off the top of my head because I'm so big brain. Just like there was a food shop in Canifis, there's also a clothing shop here as well. And ooh, this guy's got all the pastels. Everything is a lot more affordable, with the skirts being $180, the hats are $160, the rope tops are $180, and the boots are $200. Checking the price of the robe bottoms, if I had to buy some, it would be the turquoise ones. And I gotta say, right now, the price of the hats are so good, except for cream, especially the turquoise hat. You know what? We're gonna get some of those too. Out of all of the robe tops, I, for now, would definitely be getting the pink one. 2K? Shoo, you don't have to tell me twice. As for the boots right now, I definitely have to go with the blue ones, the cream ones, and the pink ones. Why? I couldn't tell you. I don't know who wears this stuff, but somebody's gonna buy it because people do buy it. It's the drive for awesome fashion in this game is like no other. Ooh, 19.5K. Now this one is slightly involved, but no worries. We teleported to Castle Wars with our handy dandy ring of dueling. We're bringing a knife and some feathers, and we're gonna run south of Castle Wars. We are out here with all of these named ogres, but we want to trade with Uglugnar. You're gonna have to open up his shop by selling him one Relisim's Balm. But after that, he has all of these achy tree logs, and I kid you not, he's the only NPC that sells these. And they already go for a big profit, but you know, tree logs are pretty freaking heavy. All in all, I'm just gonna count the feathers and everything because we're gonna use those in a minute. We're at 1,049,602. Now remember that, and we're just gonna turn these into ogre arrow shafts. All right, we have 100 of those arrow shafts. Lost a teensy bit of money, but that's because the guide price assumes we bought our achy tree logs off the GE, which we did not. Next order business, adds some feathers. Just cranking these out like nobody's business. That's pretty good. We got almost a 4K profit off of that, I believe. When the logs are 5 GP a pop, you can't beat that. We are going to go to the north part of the town here, pay a visit to Baba Yaga, you know? And in her shop, she sells astral runes. And as you can see, I have to buy 50, so you know, I've definitely been here buying stuff. The value, 58. They're selling for 164. So we're just gonna buy that out. And even at 0, they're still 62. You're making 100 GP per off this rune right now. Almost 8K. I'm gonna world hop just a couple times. All right, got a couple hundred runes here. Didn't spend all that much money at all. And that's 20K in 3 world hops. But this isn't the only magic shop that you can buy it from. And if you notice, I did skip over Aubrey's rune shop for a very good reason. It's just not profitable anymore. Now, if you want something with a slightly bigger barrier to entry, come with me to the land of the elves. I think that goes without saying, though, you will need to have Song of the Elves done for this. Here at Effa's magic shop, she sells cosmic runes, and they are going to be in a stack of 250 if you can manage to find a fully stocked world. You buy them for 58 and sell them for 114. That is almost exactly double. We're just going to buy a few here, do a couple world hops. You know the drill. I don't gotta tell you, you big brain. All 3 of the shops that I've hopped to had about this many runes, between 80 to 100. And that, again, is just a testament. It's not all the bots. I swear there's real people doing this too, because in 3 world hops, under a minute, 14K. Love it. Our second stop here in Prif is the dye shop. They only sell for 6 coins a pop, and if you have not completed Song of the Elves yet, there is hope for you as long as you have started it and you are able to get to Ledia, you know, the other elf town. You can buy all of these there too. Same price, same amount of stock. Now, depending on the day, usually one definitely sells more than the other, but they look about the same. And just being 6 coins a pop, that's pretty good, but we want to pick out 1 or 2 of these to buy. Maybe even 3. I guess we'll do red, purple, and green. And then on that note, we would hop back to the bank. It is a little bit further, but sometimes the price of these, especially the purple and the orange, can soar to over 1K a pop. But we've got 12.3K right there. That's pretty freaking good. Although chances are, if you can make it into Prif, you probably don't need to be shop buying dyes here. But that goes without saying. I don't tell you how to play the game. I'm just trying to give you as many options as I can find. Now, this place does have a rat infestation, and the people are kind of poor, but that's all the more reason why we need to support their economy. I'm kidding. I mean, not about the support the economy. I'm talking about the town being stinky. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. We are here. Bank up here. It is straight shot, but it kind of far. So, weigh your options carefully. But Frankie here sells 25 sharks at a time for 170 coins a pop. They're selling for 571 on the GE. And if you buy them all, how much is it then? 212. That's not that bad at all. And you pretty much get a full inventory. Let's see how much we made. 9.1K. And I guarantee you, if you cooked them without burning them, they would be even more. So maybe even banking these and then cooking later is an option for you. Now for this next one, you will need access to Keldagrim, but you know, I just like going down this trapdoor. It is super duper easy, and I'm usually always pretty close to the GE. We're over here at Agamundi's store. And honestly, She doesn't get enough credit because she is the creator of the Hanani Gamer Girl shorts. Valued at 507. Selling on the GE for 4,800. Sometimes these bad boys can sell for 10K a pop on a good day. I guess there's some people out there that really want to cosplay Hanani. We just hopped to the last world now for our last 3 Gamer Girl shorts, and I gotta say it took about 3 minutes to get this full inventory, but it is totally worth because that's 30K right there. 10K a minute. Actually, these aren't even... They're going for more than 1,600, it said. Yeah, see, you can't trust it. Give me 1 second. Let me third party look this up. Shorts blue. They're going for 4,735 GP, and one was sold 20 minutes ago. And we find ourselves for our final, the bonus tip. Thank you guys so much if you've made it this far. Please consider subscribing, and I hope that this list of 21 shop buying shops will help you rake in some big profits. I love to buy things from Crystalia because she is so close to a freaking bank, dude. One thing I like to do is I will shift right click and tag all Crystalia, so I get this nice little highlight around her, easy to see, easy to click. And then I have trade here, but by default it is assignment. If you don't have an assignment and you don't want to get one, I recommend swapping the left click to trade. There's several items I like to get from her, and those are the face mask, earmuffs, nose peg, spiny helmet, and the unlit bug lantern, but the bug lanterns are kind of iffy. Now, knowing everything is 200 GP or less on our little list here, except for the spiny helmet, the face mask is going for 625. The earmuffs are 450. Nose peg is 1,000. And the bug lantern is 687. Spiny helmet is 817. So that would not be a very good buy today. But the nose pegs, abso-freaking-lutely. An inventory of nose pegs, almost 8K. Let's nab us up an inventory of these face masks here. Almost 8K on that. That's really good. An inventory of earmuffs is gonna net us almost 6K for an inventory. Not too shabby for just buying items that you're gonna sell on the GE. Now, I do know today the spiny helmets are not profitable. The bug lanterns were. They slow sell slower than anything else here. But an inventory of those is going to net us 7.5K. And again, this is awesome because there's such huge stacks. You hardly have to world hop. And the bank is so close. I have made several millions off of this very method. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I really enjoy putting these videos together, but it does take often several hours of recording and then several more hours of editing on top of the several hours of planning before I even record in the first place. Your subscription wouldn't mean a lot. I'm so close to 1,000, and I really wanted to try out this new format. It's kind of like a list, but it's a video. I see a bunch of other creators kind of doing that, and I wanted to test the waters, so I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!